Hey everyone, welcome back to Healthy Nature's Gift. And I'm Noah. Could a sneaky vitamin deficiency be doubling your stroke risk? Stick around to discover how metformin's hidden betrayal and three game-changing nutrients turn Sarah from exhausted to unstoppable. Secrets your doctor might not even know. Before we dive into the story, please support us by hitting that like button and subscribing. It means the world to us. A heartfelt thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's get started.
Imagine waking up every day feeling like you're dragging a boulder uphill, exhausted, foggy, and tingling in your hands and feet, only to realize it's not just diabetes playing its usual tricks. What if I told you that hidden in your kitchen, or even in the sunlight streaming through your window, lies a secret weapon that could flip the script on this relentless disease? Meet Sarah, a 48-year-old teacher who thought constant fatigue was her fate until she stumbled on a game changer: nutrients. Managing diabetes isn't just about carbs, meds, and meters. It's a nutrient battlefield where vitamins like D, B12, and folate could be your unsung heroes, quietly powering insulin, shielding nerves, and dodging complications. Shockingly, up to 80% of diabetics are missing out on these vital players, and one jaw-dropping stat later in this piece will reveal how that silently doubles your stroke risk, without you even knowing. Stick with us as we unpack these three must-have vitamins, blending expert wisdom, real-life turnarounds, and mouth-watering fixes. Curious how a simple salmon fillet or a surprising metformin twist could change everything? You'll be stunned by what's coming. Let's dive in. Please remember, there's no need to rush through the notes. Stay tuned to the end of the post. We'll summarize the important information for you. Managing diabetes goes beyond the usual focus on cutting carbs, taking medications, and monitoring blood sugar levels, though those are undeniably crucial. Picture this. Sarah, a 48-year-old teacher, thought constant exhaustion was just her diabetes talking until she discovered a hidden game changer: nutrients. Vitamins and minerals aren't just sidekicks. They're the unsung heroes keeping insulin humming, shielding nerves, and dodging complications. Shockingly, most diabetics are running on empty when it comes to key vitamins that fuel blood sugar control, energy, and organ vitality. Miss these, and you're handing diabetes the upper hand. Let's dive into three must-have vitamins: vitamin D, B12, and folate, unpacking their magic, spotting the warning signs, and loading up through mouth-watering foods, supplements, and clever lifestyle hacks, backed by expert insights, hard-hitting stats, and real-world cases. First up, vitamin D isn't just about sturdy bones. It's a secret weapon for diabetics. Think of it as a master switch, flicking on insulin sensitivity, taming inflammation, and guarding nerves and organs like a loyal knight. Yet, here's the kicker. Up to 80% of diabetics are silently starved of it, doubling their stroke risk without a clue. Why? Insulin resistance and chronic inflammation gum up how your body handles vitamin D, while sky-high blood sugar flushes it out through endless bathroom trips before it can shine. Toss in less time under the sun, your body's vitamin D factory, and the deficit grows. Age only piles on, with a sluggish pancreas and liver fumbling to activate it, leaving even food sources half-used. Dr. Michael Hollick, a vitamin D guru from Boston University, warns, deficiency is linked to a higher risk of type 1 diabetes, while sufficient levels can lower it. New York Times, 2003. A 2023 JAMA Network Open study adds weight. Pre-diabetics supplementing vitamin D cut their type 2 risk by 15% over 3 years, a 3.3% absolute drop. Low vitamin D sneaks up like a thief in the night, but its punches land hard. Persistent fatigue, achy muscles, and bone pain might whisper, just diabetes. But don't be fooled. Slow healing cuts, numbness, or constant colds wave bigger red flags. Symptoms that eased for patients in diabetes care, 2021. Trials after 12 weeks of 4,000 IU daily, boosting insulin sensitivity by 15%. Ever crave sugar out of nowhere or feel your brain stuck in molasses? That's vitamin D crying for help. Guys, listen up. Low levels tank testosterone and sperm quality, dimming fertility, and that spark in the bedroom. Ladies, it messes with ovulation and estrogen, making baby plans trickier. Neuropathy turns nastier as nerve repair sputters, while kidneys grind to balance calcium, flirting with stones or worse. 80% of older diabetics with levels below 50 ND/mol/L face higher foot ulcer risks, per the ADA. Eyes take a hit. Retinopathy flares as inflammation and oxidative damage chew through retinal vessels, threatening your sight. And your heart? Arterial stiffness, plaque, and higher odds of heart attacks or strokes loom large. At its core, vitamin D is a cellular rock star. It latches onto pancreatic beta cells, cranking out insulin like a well-oiled machine, while slashing those pesky pro-inflammatory cytokines that haunt diabetics. It also plays traffic cop for calcium in cells, keeping nerve signals sharp, muscles flexing, and blood sugar steady. Ready to reload? Imagine savoring a golden, crispy, wild-caught salmon fillet, 100 grams, 130% of daily needs, or cracking open sardines with a zesty lemon drizzle, 100 grams, 110%, to mask the fishiness and boost uptake. Cod liver oil, think Viking warriors thriving through brutal winters, packs a whopping 340% per tablespoon. 2 egg yolks, 20%, or UV-kissed mushrooms, 40% per 100 grams, sprinkle in extra. For foodie flair, try Japanese miso-glazed salmon, 180 grams, 150%, Norwegian cod liver seared in garlic butter, 80 grams, 300%, or black truffle scrambled eggs with mushrooms, 2 eggs plus 50 grams, 60%. Pure decadence with a purpose. Supplements can swoop in, but quality's king. Nordic Naturals Vitamin D3, 1,000 to 5,000 IU, delivers pure, punchy D3, while Thorne Research Vitamin DK2, 5,000 IU, teams it with K2 to steer calcium from clogging arteries. Beware the villains. Processed oils like soybean or sunflower ignite inflammation, slamming the brakes on absorption. Sugary treats and refined carbs rob magnesium, vitamin D's activation buddy, while too much booze muddies liver magic. High phytate grains like whole wheat hog tie minerals, slashing uptake. Here's a dare. Step into the sun, 10-30 minutes daily. Skin tone and location tweak the timer. Pair it with Smart Eats, and feel the difference. Your insulin will thank you, just as it did for countless patients in PMC 2016. Observations who saw fatigue lift after topping up. Next, vitamin B12 is the quiet hero diabetics can't sleep on. Meet Tom, 55, who blamed tingling feet on getting old until a B12 boost from beef liver turned him into a morning jogger. Here's the shocker. Metformin, your blood sugar buddy, moonlights as a B12 bandit, blocking gut absorption. Dr. Kainat Mullah from Nottingham's Hucknall Road Medical Center urges, patients on metformin should screen B12 regularly to prevent irreversible nerve damage. Society for Endocrinology, 2018. A 2009 JABFM study found 22% of type 2 diabetics lack B12, with metformin as the prime suspect. High blood sugar scars your stomach lining, slashing acid needed to grab B12 from food, and aging just pours salt on the wound. Deficiency creeps in so slyly you'll swear it's diabetes or time, until it's not. Tingling, numbness, or a fiery burn in hands and feet scream nerve damage, symptoms slashed in 70% of deficient diabetics after 8 weeks of methylcobalamin, 500 to 1,000 mcg daily, per Clinical Nutrition ESPEN, 2020. Extreme fatigue, dizzy spells, or panting after stairs hint your red blood cells are starving. Memory fading? Brain in a haze? Don't panic about dementia. It might just be B12 ghosting you. The damage ripples wide. Men, low B12 saps testosterone and sperm mojo, dulling drive and dad dreams. Women, it throws ovulation off kilter and ups miscarriage odds. Nerves crumble without B12's shield, making neuropathy a beast and reflexes sluggish. Kidneys buckle as homocysteine, a nasty amino acid, spikes, while optic nerves fade, risking blindness in extremes. Heart and vessels? Homocysteine tears arteries, breeds clots, and hikes heart attack stakes. B12's your body's engine oil, purring through energy, DNA fixes, and nerve tune-ups. It flips homocysteine into methionine, cooling inflammation and armoring arteries, a lifeline for diabetics wrestling neuropathy, exhaustion, and insulin woes. Take a 54-year-old woman from a 2015 BES conference case. After metformin-induced B12 deficiency, injections, 1,000 mg weekly, bumped her levels from 109.4 to 302.8 pg/ml, slashing HbA1c from 8% to 6%, and easing symptoms. Endocrine abstracts. Foods your front line with healthy nature's gift. Beef liver, 100 grams, 3,500% of daily needs, is a B12 bomb. Tom swears by it. Clams, 100 grams, 4,000%, and sardines, 350%, are oceanic gold. Salmon, 200%, and 2 eggs, 25%, keep it simple. Fancy a treat? French foie gras with truffle sauce, 150 grams, 2,000%, a Parisian knockout, or Japanese uni sashimi, 100 grams, 3,000%. Dazzle taste buds. Lobster thermidor, 200 grams, 1,500%, is pure luxury with a B12 punch. Supplements step up when diets dip. Jarrow formulas. Methyl B12, 5,000 mcg, sublingual, skips gut drama, while Thorn methylcobalamin, 1,000 mcg, revs nerve repair and zip. Dodge traps. Booze trashes your stomach, processed grains bring nothing, and acid blockers like omeprazole choke extraction. Sugar fans flames, hogging nutrients. Feeling tingly or foggy? Test B12 and reload. Imagine the relief as numbness fades, just like Tom's morning runs prove. Lastly, folate, vitamin B9, is the sleeper hit diabetics overlook. Picture Anna, 42, ditching brain fog for clarity after swapping white bread for lentil soup. Unlike fat-soluble buddies, folate's water-soluble. You've got to keep the tank full. Diabetes throws curveballs. Inflammation and oxidative stress scramble folate metabolism, metformin swipes it from your gut, and frequent peeing washes it away. Nutrients. 2021. Meta-analysis declares, folic acid supplementation significantly improves glycemic control for diabetes prevention and management. Symptoms blend with diabetes gripes, hiding the truth. Fatigue, limp muscles, and pokey healing kick off. Eased in trials where folate cut fasting glucose by 3.08 points. Nutrients. 2021. Brain fog, forgetfulness or anemia, pale skin, gasping breath, hit as red blood cells slack. Men, sperm DNA phrase, nixing fertility. Women, egg quality tanks, hiking pregnancy woes. Libido fizzles as blood flow and nitric oxide fade. Neuropathy digs in without folate's nerve juice. Kidneys choke on homocysteine, and eyes and heart fight circulation chaos. Levels below 7.1 ml spike cardiovascular death risk by 43% per diabetes care. 2020. Folate's a cellular architect, fixing DNA, splitting cells, and pumping red blood cells. It tunes gene expression, chills inflammation, and lifts insulin sensitivity, steadying blood sugar. Nutrition and Diabetes, 2022, found it slashes homocysteine by 1.53 SMD, shielding hearts. It keeps arteries bendy, dodging diabetes' stiff trap. Load up with beef liver, 100 grams, 140%, cooked spinach, 65%, or lentils, 90%, Anna's pick. Asparagus, 35%, and avocado, 25% per medium, play wingman. Go posh with duck liver pate, 100 grams, 200%, truffle risotto with asparagus, 200 grams, 120%, or miso marinated black cod with edamame, 180 grams, 100%. Flavor meets function. Supplements like Thorn, 5 mmTHF, 1000 mcg, or Pure Encapsulations Folate, 800 mcg, deliver active methylfolate, ditch fake folic acid, folate foes. Processed grains like white rice bleed nutrients, booze scrambles metabolism, and sugar burns reserves. Metformin and antacids sap uptake, so extras often save the day. Battling fatigue, nerve zaps, or sluggish flow. Folate's your ticket. Say goodbye to numb nights, as clinical trials echo with better glucose stats. These vitamins, D, B12, folate, aren't optional. They're your diabetes dream team. Deficiencies crank up the struggle, but food and pills flip the script. Picture sun-kissed salmon, liver with lentils, or a folate boost. Energy surges, sugar steadies. Diabetes isn't just meds, it's a nutrient battlefield. Vitamin D fires up insulin and cools inflammation. B12 armors nerves and arteries. Folate rebuilds cells and flow. Test if symptoms nag. Blood work spills the tea. As Dr. Ralph Green notes, 10 to 30% of metformin users risk B12 dips. Blood, 2017. Craft meals with swagger, sardines with spinach, eggs with mushrooms, cod with pizzazz. Supplements amplify. Pick bioavailable champs. Science sings it. Vitamin D hits pancreatic sweet spots. B12 tames homocysteine. Folate patches DNA. Diabetics leak these fast. Restock or bust. Lifestyle's the clincher with Healthy Nature's gift. Sun ignites vitamin D. 15 minutes daily. Tweak for skin and spot. Per Dr. Anastasios Pittas. Diabetes Care, 2007. Exercise pumps B12 through veins. Stress busting saves folate from burnout. Sleep douses inflammation, guarding stores. Tiny swaps rock. Sardines over chips. D3 when sun's shy. Spinach in soups. Track it. Less fog, more fire. And tweak. With these vitamins, you're not just coping, you're crushing it. Ready to feel that lightness, leaving numbness and blur behind? These nutrients hold the key. Don't let diabetes steal your spark. As promised at the beginning of the program, we at Healthy Nature's Gift have summarized the knowledge briefly for you to easily remember. Deficiencies in nutrients such as vitamin D, B12, and folate can exacerbate diabetes symptoms and increase the risk of complications, such as stroke, while metformin may silently reduce their levels. Deficiencies in nutrients such as vitamin D, B12, and folate can exacerbate diabetes symptoms and increase the risk of complications, such as stroke, while metformin may silently reduce their levels. Vitamin D. Deficient in 80% of diabetic patients, it doubles stroke risk due to insulin resistance, chronic inflammation, and loss through urine. It enhances insulin sensitivity, reduces inflammation, and protects nerves. Food sources include salmon, sardines, cod liver oil, and sunlight exposure, 10 to 30 minutes daily, also helps replenish it. Vitamin B12. Metformin hinders B12 absorption, leading to nerve damage, fatigue, and brain fog. Food sources like beef liver, clams, sardines, and supplements, methylcobalamin, can address this deficiency. Folate, B9, supports blood sugar control, reduces homocysteine, and improves circulation. Folate deficiency causes fatigue, nerve damage, and cardiovascular risks. Folate-rich foods include liver, lentils, and spinach. In the end, managing diabetes isn't just a numbers game of carbs and glucose. It's a full-on nutrient showdown where vitamin D, B12, and folate steal the spotlight. These powerhouses don't just sit on the sidelines. They turbocharge insulin, armor your nerves, and keep complications at bay, as we've seen from Sarah's energy reboot, Tom's morning jogs, and Anna's mental clarity. The evidence is clear. Up to 80% of diabetics are running low on these essentials, and the stakes, think doubled stroke risks or irreversible nerve damage, are too high to ignore. So, here's your playbook. Savor that sun-kissed salmon, toss some spinach into your soup, or pop a quality supplement like Nordic Naturals D3 or Thorne 5 MTHF. Just check with your doc first to nail the dosing. Test your levels, tweak your habits, and reclaim the spark diabetes tries to steal. You're not just surviving this, you're rewriting the rules to thrive. Ready to feel lighter, sharper, and stronger? The next move's yours. Wow, you made it to the end. Huge props for sticking with us. If this flipped a light bulb for you, smash that like button and hit subscribe to fuel more diabetes game changers. Your support keeps us rolling. Thanks, champs. Bye-bye, and see you soon.